Rock of Ages, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Photographs. They're the songs you know and love. And now you're going to be able to see Def Leppard perform them live in Las Vegas. The rock band just announced their residency in Sin City. And joining us now with more is frontman and soon-to-be Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee Joe Elliott. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm a huge fan.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
You know, I heard that this is still weighing on you when you think, oh my gosh, like pinch me, we're going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's quite incredible. The closer we get to the date, the more exciting it gets. But, you know, I'll be honest, it was nothing that was ever on our radar up until midway through last year when we started getting whispers that we may be nominated. You know, I'm like, really? That's odd. We never expected that.
Why do you say it's odd?
Not only did we get well, because, you know, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you talk to anybody that's not in it, and they're all, you know, they all moan about it because they're like going, well, it's because they want the cool cats in there. You know, your obvious ones are the ones that started this whole thing off. Elvis, Little Richard, Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee Lewis. And then you move on to the bands that earn their way in, which is the Beatles and the Stones and the Who and Led Zeppelin and stuff like that. And then sooner or later, they're going to start running out of people to nominate. But I think with us, the reason we really started getting excited about it is because just a few years ago they introduced the fan vote, and the fan vote basically gave the fans one vote out of the 1,000 that you need, but it is the one vote that the other 999 can't help but notice, because every day they post who's ahead and how many people are voting for whoever, you see. So even if they don't like you, they can't help but keep noticing, my God, that band are just flying. And sooner or later, people in that invisible committee are obviously probably going, okay, I get it, yeah, we have to induct them. So that's the way that we always thought it was. But, you know, to be quite honest, it doesn't really matter. The fans have got us in there, and they're the only people that we have a long-standing relationship with anyway. So, you know, for us, it was very important that we accepted that is, you know, the best thing about this is the fan vote is really what drove everything on, and biggest fan vote of all time, which is fantastic.
It takes you right back. I mean, as soon as you hear some of your songs, like Pour Some Sugar on Me, I go right back. I was a kid in the 90s. So you've got these fans now can go see you in Las Vegas. What's that going to be like?
Well, Vegas is a trip because it's literally a trip for the fans but for us, for once in our lives, or for us actually the second time, you get to sleep in the same bed for 30 days and still put on a rock show, you know, kind of like doing a residency in your hometown, if you like. Vegas becomes our hometown for a month, you know, 3.5 weeks. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. That we did it 5 years ago when we did Viva Hysteria. This time round it's going to be different because we're not be concentrating on just the one record. It'll be a complete career oversee, if you like. And like I said, you know, we get to experience this fantastic city that's been reborn really over the last 10, 15 years. It's become a very young place. All the residencies these days are Queen, ourselves, Aerosmith, you know, you had Prince, you've had The Who, Motley Crue and all that kind of stuff. It's not just Wayne Newton and Dean Martin. That's the memory of the old days. It's really sexed up a lot, and it's a cool place for people to go visit, spend a day going around all the incredibly insane things you can do in Vegas, and then at the end of the night come along and see Def Leppard, which I think sounds like a good idea.
I think you've yes, absolutely. And I think obviously you've kept that spark, that youthfulness, and you even have, how old are your kids now? You've got 2 young ones, right?
Yeah, one of them's 9, the other one's 2.5. Yeah, I was a late starter to this family lark. I mean, I've been in a 5-way marriage with 4 guys for 40 years. So, you know,
how's being a dad?
Myself.
How's being a dad and still performing?
Challenging. It's fantastic. No, I love them. They're great. You know, I mean, kids are they're the only honest people on the planet. You know, and they don't half let you know when you're not getting it right. You know, but yeah, it makes you appreciate both things that I do in life, which is either being a family man or fronting this, what I like to think, awesome rock band. They make me appreciate the other side that much more when I'm not there. When I'm on road, I miss my family. When I'm at home, I miss the band. You know, so you just got to find the right balance. Being in Vegas for a month covers both bases because we can base out of there if we want to.
Yeah.
And still just going off for a quick gig, dear, and I'll be back in a couple of hours.
Yeah, no, that's great. Okay, so I hear that Aldi has a cheese kind of named after you. Pour some Gouda on me.
Yes, they do and they don't, and they shouldn't, and they're naughty boys.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this came to our attention last week that it's a new chain to the US. It's been around Europe for a while. They just did this. They did it. They did us. They've done Guns N' Roses. They've done a lot of people, and I do believe that they are flying through the post at haste right now with cease and desist because it's definitely not approved by us. You know, that, excuse the pun, is a little too cheesy for my liking.
Okay. Well, we're so happy to have you here, and good luck at Vegas. I have to let you go, but are you working on your speech for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I keep getting asked by John Bon Jovi every day, have you worked on your speech yet? And I'm going, no, not yet. So I suppose, thank you for reminding me I need to do that, yeah.
Yes. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.
Def Leppard's Las Vegas residency starts August 14th at the Zappos Theater at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. There are going to be 12 performances, and tickets go on sale this Friday, February 22nd at 10 a.m. Go to Ticketmaster.com.